Hey guys, Steve from Exploding Dice Gaming here. This video is about our trip to Salute 2016, which was fantastic fun. It was myself, Tom and Andy who went. Paul would have come with us, but he was busy gestating into his final form. Now, I originally filmed a short intro piece with just myself in my car, and I filmed it on my GoPro. However, when I was framing that shot, I cut the top of my head off. Yeah, professional, I know. Sorry guys, so we'll have to make do with this instead. Now, I'd not been to Salute before, so I didn't really know what to expect, but it was fantastic fun. I mean, I was told that it was certainly one of, if not the largest wargaming and board gaming conventions in the UK and Europe, and I was not disappointed. I mean, I don't know if it is the largest or not. I don't know, but it was certainly huge, and we all spent far too much money. We got some demo games for some games that we were looking to try in, yeah, we had a great time. So we'll, without further ado, we'll go through into the video. If you enjoy this, then be sure to like and subscribe. We'll be coming out with some more battle reports and hobby tips and stuff soon. So yeah, enjoy the video, guys. Okay, so here we are. We've picked up Tom, and we're in Andy's car at the moment. So we're just going to do a little bit of an expectations video. So we'll start off with Andy, since he's right there. What are you hoping to see at Salute today?
Really looking forward to seeing how they're going to go with the theme this year, which is steampunk. I expect to see lots of displays from stuff like Private Tip Press with their new War Machine and Hordes edition coming out in June. Lots from Weird and Malifaux, and possibly from Outlaw Games with Outlaw Minis, one of the two, with Wild West Exodus. But they've always got some really interesting participation games run by the Warlords themselves. Other than that, I'm really looking forward to seeing the preview stuff for the Halo Ground Combat games. That's coming out in a few months' time.
That should be cool.
Yeah, and then obviously there's the traders. All of the traders. I might start expanding on my Regan army for Kings of War.
It is quite an impressive list of traders that are going to be there. I had a look last night, so...
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
Yeah. So what about you, Tom? What are you looking forward to see?
Well, I'm looking forward to the new Kings of War. Well, I say new Kings of War. I'm looking forward to playing Kings of War. Is it Warzone? Or something or other? The sci-fi Kings of War. I want to see what they've got going there.
Warpath.
Oh, there you go.
Actually, Warzone. Yeah, Warzone is the Mutant Chronicles game. So I don't know if they'll be there. That'd be interesting. Yeah, that's basically it, really. I know Paul is very interested in Warmer Hordes. I've never played War Machine or War Machine Hordes, so I've never even seen it played. If there's a game of that going on, I'll try and catch that. Yeah, that's it. I have no money, so I'm going to try not to spend any and probably fail. Well, yeah, it's going well.
Yeah, somebody seems to have spent a little bit more money than anticipated.
Well, I couldn't possibly comment.
Yeah. So we're halfway through Salute. I say halfway, it's now 1 o'clock. So we've got 4 more hours until the end of the show. We've decided to come down to the car park to dump.
And the lights appear to be
Yes.
automatically dissipating, so it's going to be difficult to film this in the dark.
Yeah, it's cool. It's my stealth field. It's working
there
its
we
magic
go.
on the sensors.
Yeah, we've decided that Andy has an area of effect stealth buff around him.
Yep.
Because people keep walking into us whenever we're near to him, so yeah.
And I disappear in crowds quite easily.
Yeah, that too.
I've been to maybe one con in the past, and I forgot that people just walk through you. So
Yes.
that's interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Salute. It's been really good so far. I've bought more than I intended to. We'll do a little wrap up at the end just to show you guys what we've come away with. But it's been really nice.
I'm definitely not going to spend more. We played a Malifaux intro game.
Yes.
Kind of. It was just a couple of rounds.
Yeah.
But it was.
Oh, the lights have come back.
Yeah, you see those people, it can see. You can't see us.
Yeah, Malifaux was actually, it was surprisingly a lot more fun than I was expecting it to be. I've always liked the look of the miniatures, but never really known much about how the game actually plays.
Yeah, it seems very close, very tactical, mostly objective and kind of story based, from what the guy was saying.
Yeah, I think it's interesting using cards. You use a hand of cards to play rather than with dice, because it actually does feel a little bit more tactical than just rolling a hand of dice. And
Felt like you had more control than you do in a lot of war games.
Yeah. Andy doesn't agree, looking by his...
No, I mean, I'm open to the idea of card-based games. I mean, I backed the Relic Knights Kickstarter, which is also a card-based tactical game, but it was much more... I don't know, something about Malifaux throws me off. In the Malifaux, the game itself, not just the company that...
Could it be the zombie prostitutes?
That might be it.
It could be the zombie prostitutes.
It might. I think it might be the zombie prostitutes.
But I've got to admit, I do agree with Tom in that the guild members look really cool.
The lawmen with their cowboy hats. Yeah.
And flaming coffins.
I'm digging that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a bit more to look forward to. Hoping to get an Infinity starter game before we go.
Yep. And I've taken a few pictures and stuff as well, so we'll show you guys some of what we saw there. Some amazing battlefields and miniatures and stuff on display.
Oh, some of those spaceships were just incredible, weren't they?
Yeah. Particularly the what was it? Drop Zone.
Yeah, the Drop Fleet Commander. There's obviously the huge Avenger in the background, which has been an in-scale project for those guys for about 3 years now.
It's seriously impressive. I'll put some photos up and you'll be able to see. It's really good
I'm
stuff.
not normally a guy who's interested in space games, but I'm very interested in Drop Zone Commander. I want to see that. I want to get some of those.
So we can check that out as well.
Those orca whale-looking ships out there.
Yeah, PHR. Right, as the lights die, I think we'll head back in.
Sounds good.
Cool.
So we've just gotten back from Salute 2016, and
2016.
Yep. We've all got tired feet and whatnot from walking around the Excel Centre all day, and it is a hard job. But we do this for you guys. Actually, no, we don't. Mostly, we do this for the loot. As you can see on the table in front of you, there's quite a bit of it. So we figured we'd go through and do a little loot/haul video for you. So who would like to go first?
I might as well sing as I'm here.
Go on then. Take us through what you've got, Andy.
Well, I went in with a mind for a few things for Salute. Some green spray paint was one of them, because I've got lots of models that sort of need priming and painting green. Not going to do that over black again. Not again. And I definitely wanted to pick up the Kings of War campaign book, because it's the only one I haven't got yet. I also wanted to get some Roman cavalry to add to my Regan force, which...
the one that I...
yes, that one.
Yeah.
Yes. I was planning to get some of the Warlords miniatures once of those, but as I was digging through the clearance section at Troll Trader, found these old Field of Glory ones. And they were only going for a tenner, so I
got enough for a regiment, so I grabbed that. In the unexpected and unplanned for pile, I have
Which is most of the pile.
Which
Let's
is
put
most
it
of
like.
the-
Let's
let's
just be
put it
honest
like-
here.
found this interesting chaos-style lord called the Tower of Torment from Avatars of War. It's a cool little model, but it was only a $5, so I thought I'd grab it and possibly use it in a Vanguard force. Vanguard. Yeah, however you're supposed to pronounce it in the future.
Yep.
So that's probably going to be a lord.
Totally.
Kings of War version of it is Kings of War, isn't it?
It is.
Totally not Warriors of Chaos. Steve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not Warriors of Chaos.
No, no.
Not Warriors of Chaos.
No. I also picked up some more Army Painter War Games Most Wanted brushes. They're the best brushes I've ever had.
I didn't actually spot that those were available, or I would have picked some up myself.
Yeah, I
They
would
are
have as
very
well.
good.
Yep. I also, from the Troll Trader, bargained in some acrylic X-Wing templates.
Yes, hideous yellow.
Yes,
plastic.
hideous yellow plastic. Probably why they're so cheap, but much better than just having your cardboard ones.
That's true. That's true.
I also grabbed a B-Wing. The Rebel Aces pack. So now I have 2 B-Wings and 2 A-Wings.
Good
And
stuff.
all of the lovely cards in it. And the Beast of Wave 8.
The Ghost.
It's a lovely ship with lovely cards, lovely combinations. I love Rebels. Rebels is a great series.
Yeah. Andy and I are both big fans of Star Wars Rebels.
So I'm looking forward to that going against your assault carrier.
The Gazanti, yep. So we'll do some interesting stuff with that.
Yeah, and because Tom bullied us into it, I grabbed the starter pack for the Pan Oceania for Infinity. Just give the game a try, because even if I don't like Infinity itself after a few games, the models are really pretty.
The models do look very cool.
So there's plenty of uses for them, even if we do use them for role-playing games in the future.
Yep.
Or for,
Actually, that's a good point. They would be quite good for
Shadowrun.
quite good for sort of Shadowrun miniatures and so
I
on.
was going to say you could use them in the upcoming Mantic sci-fi game.
Warpath, yeah.
Yep,
That's
that would
the
work too.
And also,
Oh yeah.
because of the many complaints we've received about our terrain
From us.
from us,
we've been complaining about our own terrain, so
I grabbed a
A big bag of trees.
big bag of trees. Got about 10 of them for 15 quid, which is great. And I also now have a name to go to find more.
Yep.
Because as much as well as I can create terrain, trees are not my strong point. So if I can get them as cheap as that from the website, then we're going great guns.
good stuff. Great guns.
Yeah.
Right, Tom, what did you buy? You'll notice here that Tom's pile is by far the largest from there kind of to there.
That's fine. I went in with a plan, and for the most part, I stuck to it.
Yeah, he did budget for this. Well, sort of. Anyway, what'd you get?
Yeah, well, the main purchase I wanted to make today was a Kings of War Dwarf Mega Army, but they'd sold out of that. So instead, the guys at Mantic very kindly did me a sort of custom Mega Army bundle. So I've got the Dwarf Army, a unit of Dwarf Sharpshooters, a Dwarf Bulwarker Regiment, and a Greater Earth Elemental, which I thought was pretty good going for £100.
Especially as
Didn't think
that's
that was bad.
a pre-release model.
Yeah.
I'm very happy
The
with
Earth
that.
Elemental is beautiful and still not out.
And they very kindly, because I already have the Kings of War Army rulebook, threw in Destiny of Kings instead, which, again, I wasn't planning on picking that up today, but I'm very pleased I've got it. Looks quite interesting.
Just to clarify for that as well, if you spent over a certain amount of money, then you got
over
the
£100.
over £100, then you get the rule book for free.
Yeah.
So yeah,
£100 or more.
yeah.
So, yeah. I also picked up the Basilian army, so I can bulk out my Basilian force a little bit.
Oh yes.
So I should have 2 fairly chunky sized Kings of War armies done up quite soon.
Did get told off for calling the Basilian. I
think it's Basilean.
Basilean.
Supposed to be, but you know, I can't even say it Therinian Seaguard. I call them the Theron, so
Meh.
too many eyes.
I was also incredibly impressed with Infinity. I got a game in, as I said I'd hope I would. And I've got to say, compared to the other sample game I got in, it completely blew it away. So Andy says I bullied the guys into it. Really, I just recommended it very, very hard. Picked up the Aleph starter pack. A marksman, so a guy with a sniper rifle, because he was very, very useful in the starter game. And the officer, because I absolutely adore this model and think it's very, very pretty. So I'm looking forward to painting those up sort of on the side.
Yep.
And
You got
just
some
to get us
scenery
going,
for it as well.
Yeah, I got the sort of sci-fi-esque scenery pack there. So, don't know.
That's
Might
pretty
see
cool.
that being played quite soon.
No doubt you will. So moving on to what I got. I guess the biggest thing was this playmat for X-Wing. I actually have one of the larger ones already that I bought for Armada, but because that one's a bit too large, I wanted one that was the 3x3, so that you don't have to sort of muck about using templates and whatnot to denote the play area edges. So that should be used in upcoming games. Other X-Wing stuff, I bought a TIE Phantom, which, from what I understand, is
Evil. It's evil.
it's borderline broken in terms of the rules, from what I understand. So hey, yeah, it should be fun throwing that against Andy and Paul. I also bought a Lambda class shuttle. I've wanted one of these for quite a while, just because I like the look of the ship. It's not really a military vessel; it's a shuttle. But you do get some interest. You can do some interesting little combos with it. So that'll be good, and it'll be quite useful to use for thematic games as well. If we decide to run any campaigns or anything like that, useful ship to have for that. I also bought some extra dice because I'm. The six, the sort of the 3 green and the 3 red that you get in the starter kit isn't really enough when you start buying more expansions. Bought some movement trays, and these are to go with my Demon Army for Kings of War, which I also purchased the core rulebook for as well. And then again, because Tom bullied us into buying starter sets for Infinity, I bought a Nomad starter pack, which looks pretty cool, and I also got this one as well, Interventor, I think it is. I have no idea what this model does, but I really like the look of it, and I'm curious to see how these weird sort of hollow things work. They're clearly a part of the model, but so I'm keen to open that up and have a look. So there we go. That's everything that I bought. Who would like to show what we got in our...
Yeah.
So because we got there early enough, we got a little goodie bag, which actually had some quite cool stuff in it.
Cool.
So we'll just get Andy to show you that now.
Where did it go? I'm missing the... Is it? I'm missing something. Ah, there it is. The Salute magazine.
Aha.
They produce it every year. You know, something to read whilst you're in the queue. Bits about how the model was made. Talking on the theme of the year, which was steampunk. And
didn't see an awful lot of steampunk stuff when we were there, I have to say.
There was, but I think it was because we were so enamoured with all of the shiny things on the stalls, we really didn't look at most of the other participation games.
Yeah.
So
there are a couple
maybe next year we'll have a better chance of it.
There are a couple of cosplayers I saw, but it was mostly.
I mostly saw 40k cosplayers, to be honest.
Yeah, there was a Space Marine. I don't know if we got a picture of that.
One thing that we also got was a couple of free models from a game called Maelstrom's Edge. Now, I didn't see these guys around, but I'm sure they were there.
Yeah.
So it should be fairly interesting.
Yeah.
To
Basically,
see what
not
that was.
Judge Dredd models.
Yep.
Definitely not Judge Dredd.
Definitely not Judge Dredd.
Yep. And we get the traditional Salute dice.
Very nice. I don't know if it's a little bit sad of me to say, but I actually think that's the best bit in the.
Yeah,
I just thought that was.
It's always nice to get a dice. Always nice to get a dice.
I don't know, I really like the Salute model,
Yep.
which
Yeah.
he's probably getting to next.
Yep. And then we have Mamzelle, the Salute 2016 official model.
To be fair, it's a very nice looking model.
Yep.
I don't know how if probably would look quite good in Malifaux, but
Probably would.
Yep.
but I don't know how else I would use her. But I'll probably put her together and paint her up.
Yep.
I reckon you can have her as a sorceress in Kings of War without too much trouble.
Yeah, that would probably work
Make her
quite
skin
well.
purple and she'll be a demon.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And very kindly, they also give us a nice, very strong bag to carry all of the loot around in.
Yep. Which was, as you can probably tell by this big pile, not quite big enough.
This is why you should always go with an empty backpack.
Yes. Or a tote bag or something along those lines.
Yep.
Bags holding.
Yeah, a bag of holding. So there we go. That was Exploding Dice's outing to Salute 2016.
So, you two, did you think of your first Salute?
I thought it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I'm pleased that I got to play a game of Malifaux. Although I didn't get any of the stuff for it this time, but I might look into it in the future. Quite looking forward to giving Infinity a try. I think we can do some good stuff with that.
Yes.
I mean, the sheer number of businesses that were there was just phenomenal. Yeah, it was good. Unfortunately, I didn't. The one thing that I did want to get, and that I told myself I was going to get, was a case for my Star Wars Armada fleets. But unfortunately, KR didn't have the trays there needed for that. But that's not a problem. I can just order those online.
Yeah. I thought it was an incredible experience. It was just amazing to see that many strange little games, independent companies, all doing. It seemed quite well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always nice to see the independent gaming clubs as well. Although we didn't really get involved with that side of it this time round.
No, but it was kind of nice to see all that stuff there. I mean, there's so many smaller games there, sort of, as you said, independent games that you don't really tend to see an awful lot
Yeah, I
of.
swear there was one stall which Seven Sins, I think, had perhaps 13 models in total on sale. But
Yeah.
they were all really nice models, so
Mm.
I wish them luck.
Yes.
It's always nice to meet the Mantic guys face to face.
Yeah, this was my first time meeting them. Very enthusiastic. You can definitely tell that they do it because they love it rather than just for the money.
And getting your hands on a game, I mean, I'd heard about Infinity. I knew it was supposedly quite good, and I tried to watch some battle reports, but you can't ever really get the feel for a game without playing it yourself, I don't think.
Yeah.
So yeah, Salute, fantastic experience.
Good stuff. We'll definitely be going next year, I imagine, unless something crops up. But I'm perfectly happy to go again.
Yeah, try to save the date.